there has been many stories shared on this sofa today, and it's time to share those of Little Hooks. Guys, how was it today?
Absolutely.
Fantastic. Lethal. Awesome. It was really, really good. Very, very enjoyable. Roy's just going to stroke his beard for the rest of the interview, is that right?
Pretty much, and drink this free stout.
How do you feel it went? Did it go well for you?
Went really well. We weren't expecting people on at that time of the day, this time of the day, but it was great. Crowd were great. Crew were great. It was a great thing to be involved with.
Tell me at the time when the lads give you the call, they want you to be a part of their final day.
I think it was about.
I actually got word through Facebook, and Jamie got in contact with me, and I said absolutely, we'd love to do it. And it's just that we have a long history with the guys. You know, Craig played on all our albums and stuff, and we had them. We were very blessed to have them as a backing band at one stage, and the opportunity to actually play in their final gig was like never going to pass that up. No chance, you know. So we just had to do it.
Tell me about the history, the connection between yourselves and the lads from Fighting with Wire.
I know Cahir from way back I played in a band called Cuckoo, and Cahir ended up sort of guitar taking for us towards the end of it, and then we ended up lending them gear, and you know there was that sort of thing where we weren't using it. We really like this band, let them have it because it's going to be lying on a garage somewhere. So they used it, and then they get signed and went massive, and yeah, it was great. But they also played with us for a while. I mean, when Marty and I started Little Hooks, they liked what we were doing, even though it was very much in contrast to what they were doing. They liked the acoustic thing. They liked this sort of complete opposite of what was Cookie. So they agreed to play with us for some reason as a band, and it was great watching Cahir trying to learn sort of these wee sort of soft guitar lines, and he kept fucking them up.
Every opportunity.
He was awful.
We loved taking him up about it. To be like, oh, you balls that one up right in the day.
It was shite. He was really awful.
Okay, well, as I guess fans of the band, do you feel it's a sad day, or do you think it's more of a day of celebration of their final gig?
I think it's a celebration of what they done and the way they done it. You know, they were the do-it-yourself sort of thing. The whole that whole thing that's sort of it's prominent among a lot of Derry bands and a lot of bands in the Northwest in general. They just kept doing it and kept going, and they got that deal. But I mean, they were more than that. They were, it's sad. As great as this gig's going to be and tonight and all that there, it's just sad to see them go. Very, very much so.
They've actually got a huge footprint for that type of rock band, and the influence they have on a lot of the younger bands who've come up and come through. Like, I would run a lot of sort of education stuff through the Nerve Centre, and like the likes of Cahir was always there as a mentor for the young people and stuff, and he's got much of experience to draw upon. You know, he can be very he can go off on one and be a bit of an idiot in front of the kids, but they love that. You know, there's a real, it's authentic when it's him, because he's doing it, that sort of way. So the kids got to have that as an experience. I just think that whenever you can see somebody who's actually doing it, you want to do it yourself. And the young people here in the audience, or will be in the audience later on the night, a lot of them were people he taught, and they're doing it themselves now too. So particularly those sort of younger musicians who are coming up in the city now, how is a band like Fighting with the Wire, an influence and inspiration for them moving forward? Well, they just showed how it can be done, and they were like dogged in their pursuit of what they wanted, and they knew what they were about, and they actually showed and sort of showed a career path that they can follow, and it's inspirational, aspirational. I just think that they did it, and the kids just love that. Whenever they can see people who can have the power to have control over their own music, their own destiny, why not?